Welcome to the Great White North, people. This is the first time I'm leaving the house in 5 days because it was minus 38, minus 39, minus 40 all weekend. Basically, since we got back from Mexico, it's been the most freezing. So I've just been hiding out in the house, but it's minus 14 now, which is like warm in comparison. So I'm gonna run some errands. We got to drop a book off at the little library. It's called Lifespan, Why We Age and Why We Don't Have to. I have to drop a package off at the post office because I sold a bikini that I didn't really like. And then I gotta go pick up our groceries and get some meat. First stop. Okay, wow, I should be wearing a toque. Also, I just realized I didn't bring my wallet. I didn't bring my purse. I do that all the time, and it's because Chad pays for everything. So I literally never have my wallet on me. I was gonna go to the gym. I still might later, but like, holy, it is so hard to leave the house like this. That's why I kind of want a walking pad, because at least then I'd be like getting movement and steps in every day in the comfort of my own home. I might still try and buy one. I just don't know if I should get one on Amazon, if it's gonna be like fast enough for my long legs. Or try to get one on Facebook Marketplace and it not be a piece of shit. Maybe this will just be a drive with me vlog. I've actually been seeing more and more of those where it's just like a chatty driving vlog. I haven't posted anything, and it's the new year. I got back from Mexico like middle of January, and I just haven't been in the mindset of like new year, new me. Also, I'm thinking of kind of more so following the seasons this year. Like, I'm still very much in hibernation mode, you know? Especially in Canada, like, it is so cold in the winter. People don't want to be outside. I mean, people are, because work doesn't stop, school doesn't stop, transport doesn't stop. Like, everyone just keeps going. But no one really wants to. Everyone's miserable. Fortunately, I am lucky enough to not have to leave the house if I don't want to. I guess one new thing that happened was I am not going back to work, to my regular job in 2026. I posted a video about like remote camp life, and that is my regular job in oil and gas or mining, and I'm not going to be going back this year. They presented me an opportunity, but it was for way too little money. So, and they weren't willing to negotiate on my terms. So I just said, thanks, but no thanks. So all good, no bad blood there. I loved working there, loved the team there, but just not interested. So yeah, I'm done. That also takes me to, I am now working for CFC, which is my husband's company. So I'm going to be doing the administrative task, kind of organizing his whole business, doing some invoicing, payments, getting safety manuals ready, things like that. I think we're going to do some merch eventually as well. Basically taking off all the administrative tasks so Chad can focus on just the reports and bidding jobs. And then all of the contractors that work underneath him can be out in the field doing the jobs. We're trying to expand CFC from like a single entity to a few more people, and now to like a large consulting firm. And I think this year, with my help and everybody else's, is really gonna expedite that. Also, I still have So Vivid, which is my web design company. I have 2 clients on the go right now. I haven't thought too much about like goals for that this year because, to be honest with you, CFC is my main focus when it comes to work, because it's gonna move the needle for us in life faster than So Vivid will. Oh, and also another update. I am getting back into teaching yoga. Just crazy! It's not crazy, but it is crazy. Before we went and eloped, I auditioned for a yoga instructor position at a brand new hot yoga studio that's opening up in the city here. in March, and I got the job. I missed the training because I was away, but I'm trying to catch up on the training in February. I have in-person training this Saturday, photo shoots in February, and I don't know like what day she's putting me on the schedule. I said I only want to teach 1 or 2 classes a week right now. I don't want to overwhelm myself. I'm obviously not doing this for money. I'm doing it for to build community and meet friends and like be healthy and move my body and share something that I love. So more on that later. You guys, I know that online shopping for your groceries and pickup is probably for like busy moms and old people, but I use it all the time. I actually prefer it. And like, I like grocery shopping. Actually, no, I used to like grocery shopping, but now groceries are so expensive. It honestly depresses me walking through the stores. So now I just order it all online. Make my list. I order everything that I exactly need. And then I just come and pick it up and they do all the shopping for me and bring it out to me. And honestly, I love it. Okay, boom, that was easy. I think I am gonna go to Summit Meats. I usually don't like to go without Chad because he's like better at picking out quality. I don't know. He like knows what to look for. What else can I tell you that's new? My psoriasis did not heal and go away in the sunshine and humid weather like I thought it would. It actually got worse. Itchier, redder, spread lots of places, got larger. The only thing that was kind of working for it when I was away was going in the ocean. Like the salt water kind of kept it at bay and made it not so dry, which then Chad was like, oh, maybe it's like antibacterial, maybe it's a bacterial infection. So I got some different kinds of cream, medicated cream that I picked up in Mexico too, because like you don't need a doctor or prescription for a lot of the stuff there, and it's way cheaper. Like, but one thing that did okay was this, it's called like nystatin or something like that. It's actually a yeast infection cream. And I was putting that on all my dry spots all over my legs and my elbows. And that was healing it. Like it was getting way softer. It wasn't itchy or flaky. So I was like, okay, maybe it's like just candida overgrowth coming on my skin or something. But since coming home, it's kind of started getting bad again. Okay, sorry this is so long, or at least it feels long to me. I've just been talking this whole time I'm driving around. Hopefully it's somewhat interesting. Another thing is I had a really, really good call and like breakthrough with my spiritual mentor, I'll call her. I've been seeing her for a couple months. We do like bi-weekly calls, Zoom calls to each other. And the last one was, we were talking about like relationships and conflict within relationships and conflict resolution, and how people's resolution is different. I was basically explaining like how I react when there's conflict. And then we got to the root cause of why I react that way. And it dated like so far back to when I was a little girl. And I would be like scared and like running away from my dad because he'd be so mean to us. And I'd feel like I had to like explain or be like, no, and like try and explain if I did something bad to try to get him to stop yelling or being so mad and mean to me. So now, and so we like identified that, and then basically like cleared by sitting there and like really feeling it and closing my eyes and breathing and taking myself back to that space, and then like scooping up my younger self and bringing her to a safe space, which we identified was my house here in Saskatoon, like in the living room on the couch, like Chad's house. That was my safe space. And like, anyways, it felt amazing. And when you have a guide, like, because sometimes I think like, surely I can pinpoint this and do this on my own, but I don't, and I can't, because I don't give myself the time or the space to do so. But by having my mentor, she just like, boom, I was like, takes me there and drops in like a second. Like, it's so fast. It's so fast and so clear and obvious. So now when I'm presented with conflict or criticism or something, I know that like my spouse is not my father, and that everything is going to be okay, and that I don't need to like explain or justify or run away, because he's not my dad. And I know that, and I know it's coming from love and all of that. And so I truly feel like we haven't had conflict come up, but I truly feel like when it does, I will be a completely different person, because I already like cleared that issue and like cleared that behavior and that pattern. Just incredible. I'm at the meat store to get like a chuck roast, and I'm gonna get some pepperoni sticks because they're so yummy here. I truly love the meat store. It's so good in there. They have so much good stuff. And this is coming from someone who was a vegetarian for 5 years. I got chicken thighs, a box of chicken thighs, a box of lean ground beef, 5 pounds of it, chuck roast, and two like beer sausage sticks for $133, which I think is pretty good because it's like quality meat too. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think I'm gonna go to a bakery today. There's just like no bakeries near my house in this area. They're all pretty far, and like I said, it's rush hour right now, so it's really annoying. Also, I want to get back into baking bread. I was on like a focaccia kick before we went on holiday, but I need a sourdough starter because I want to try and get back into sourdough and baking our own homemade bread. I made garlic naan bread yesterday for the first time, which turned out okay. I made focaccia a couple times before I left, and I'm gonna try and make my own tortillas sometime this week, like big burrito tortillas, because all the tortillas here in the store are like so much preservatives in them so that they last, and they're also not big enough to make like a huge burrito. I think maybe I'll talk more about like our elopement in a separate video, and I'll make that like all elopement questions in a separate video. So if you have any questions about us eloping, or like what we did, where we went, how the process was, etc., leave them in the comments below, or like send me a DM on Instagram. Oh yeah, the last thing that I'm so excited about, I signed up for a pottery class. Signed up for pottery class! Oh my god, I've always wanted to try pottery. I never have before. And it's just kind of been like something that I always thought I would get to eventually, like, no, I don't want to say in retirement, but maybe when I was not so busy working, which like I'm not this year. And there was an 8-week workshop, 8 weeks, every Wednesday evening for 8 weeks here. Intro to pottery class. Cool to try and like pick up a new skill or completely suck at something. I'm gonna completely suck at it, but I'm so pumped. Yeah, I'm doing it by myself. I'm not getting anyone to sign up with me. I didn't ask anybody. I kind of want to just like, I want to do something new that I suck at alone, and do something not for financial or like for financial gain or physical health. Because I find everything that I do is either like for my health physically or to make money. And I'm like, I just want to do something for fun, like for the hell of it. To be creative, to use my hands, to try something new, to like not put so much pressure on myself. That's what it is. I don't want to put so much pressure on myself to like succeed at something. I just want to try something for fun. So that's that. Anyway, I am just about home, so I'm going to cut this video, this drive with me vlog. Thanks so much for being here and chit-chatting with me. It's actually really fun. So maybe I'll do a few more of these. And yeah, I'd love to know like what you're doing this year for fun. Like what's something that you're trying that's brand new. Anyway, have the best day and talk to you later.